Hello, my dear students. In this lecture, we will be studying about multinational corporation. What is the meaning of multinational corporation, history behind multinational corporation, and the types of multinational corporation, various ways to reach different markets of the world, as well as advantage and disadvantage of multinational corporation. So, what is MNC? Multinational corporation is in the short form is used as MNC. Okay, history evaluation, MNC structure, organization, reason for establishment of MNC, as well as advantage and disadvantage of MNC is the layout for this lecture. Now, let us start with what is MNC. MNC is basically when the company is going or taking its production process or taking its service to any other country. For example, we are in India. If I am sending my goods, or if I am if I have set up one production unit in any other country, or if I am delivering my services to any other country, then I am being called as a multinational. My company will be called as a multinational corporation, MNC. It should be more than one country, not to the one country, to be more than one country. It is that corporation. So definition of MNC is enterprise that manages production or deliver services in more than one country, and it is also referred as an international corporation because when we go to beyond the national boundaries, that is called as international corporation. So according to the Franklin Rule 1994, an MNC is the parent company. Parent company means when there is a major company who is directing or who is managing some other sub-country companies, subsidiary companies, engages in foreign production to its though its affiliate located in several countries, exercises direct control over the policies of those affiliates, or implement business strategies in production, marketing, finance, staffing, trade, transient national boundaries. Okay, when we what we do when we implement some strategies that is beyond our national boundaries. For example, if I want to being in India, I am hiring some peoples from outside the country and delivering the services to other country. So some strategies will be there in the production process, marketing process, and the staffing process. So that is also called MNC, multinational corporation. Few examples that you have also listened earlier, like Ford, IBM, British Petroleum, McDonald's, Philips. These all Walmart stores, Royal. These are the companies are MNCs, largest companies. They have a turnover of excess of the GNP of some countries. Okay. So how is a company is classified as an MNC? How can we define that this company is working as an MNC or not? So first is subsidiaries in foreign country. For example, I am having one my parent branch in India, and I opened some other branches in as a subsidiary branch in Chicago, China, as well as Japan or any other country. Then subsidiaries in foreign country. That can be one type. Second type is operation number of countries. After opening the subsidiaries, after setting up the subsidiaries, we started operation in production or servicing taking in any other country. High proportion of assets and revenues from global operation. When the subsidiaries are giving high proportion of assets, or it can be like stakeholders are from different countries. So this is all about the classification of MNC. History and evolution of MNC company or corporation was originated in 20th century and expanded after World War II. Why? Because when the multinational corporation developed new products in its new country, we develop goods in our country and then manufacture them at abroad. Because why we do so? Because we can have a benefit of resources that is available in that country. During the last 2 decades, many small corporations have also become multinational because of the policies and features given by the government to support small-scale industries so that they can reach out to the larger number of population, to the larger number of market. Such enterprises maintain that they create employment, create wealth, and improve technology in country. Now, there's some MNCs in India represent a diversified portfolio of companies representing different nations, like IBM. These are the examples of such MNCs in India. Okay. Now, we have a structure of multinational corporation. There are three types of corporation are there in multinational: horizontally integrated, vertically integrated, and diversified multinational corporation. What happens in the horizontal integration? Where a company acquires another company that is essentially doing the same thing. Means when a company of biscuits decided to buy another biscuit company, this type of integration is the you will see when one company is looking to develop some type of monopolistic advantage by reducing competition and increasing market share in order to develop specific economies of scale. So when one biscuit company buys another biscuit company. Now second is vertically integrated. Now what happens in this? When a company operates within one section of the overall supply chain and acquires another company with the same supply chain. Means when a biscuit company decides to buy trucking company that distributes the biscuit to retailers and decides to buy the company that provides a raw ingredient for the business. So what is taking? It is not taking the same type of a business, it is taking the supportive business. So this you can see when this company is looking out for reducing the overall cost or potentially speed up the entire supply chain so that they can be at above the market. Now this third is the diversified multinational corporation. A diversified multinational corporation is the company that has multiple unrelated businesses. Means it can be one time shoemaking, it can be one time as well as food making, as well as clothes making, as well as any other business, medicines, any. Then a company that has multiple unrelated business or product. Unrelated business are those that require unique management expertise. Okay, that can be Johnson and Johnson, and different companies are there who are dealing in different types of products. Organization of multinational corporation. So what is the organization? That can be through the form of subsidiaries. We can develop one subsidiary there. Second is joint venture. What happens in this? When we do the deal with other company who is in another country, then that is a joint venture so that we work collaboratively. Third is franchise holders. When some people take franchisee of our business or we take franchisee, we are it like any business going on. You can see McDonald's. These are the franchisees that is being opened in different countries. Turnkey project. Now what is it? This is the new name as you will see. Turnkey, as the name suggests, turnkey. Some people are hired for the purpose of doing that particular setup. Then they hand over that thing to you. For example, that like bullet train, we can see some engineers are called from the Japan. They will develop, they will make that train, and then the technology, and then they will hand over to us for the running. Or it can be like when we hand over some business to run to any other company. So these are the types of cooperation. Now, what are the reasons for the establishment of MNC? There should be some benefits to the people for which they will be feel motivating to set up to work as an MNC. First, it increase market share obviously. When you are limited to only one nation, you can gather the need of one nation only. But when you are allowed to go outside the boundary, you can develop your market to secure cheaper premises and labor, right? When any country is having abundance of resources like labor resources, like in India or China, when there's a number of population is much, then and then there are some countries who are good in natural type, some type of resources like oil, OPEC countries. So health and safety legislations are there to avoid and minimize the tax to be paid, to take advantage of government grants, to save on cost of transporting goods to the marketplace, to develop an international brand. Okay. So now next, then the last topic to discuss is What are the advantages to the host country and to the home country? Means the host country is the country in which is being we will see the host country is the country which is being set as will be inviting other peoples to that place. Means a country that holds a sporting or cultural event to which others are invited. It means when I am going to any other country, then that country is the host country and I am in the home country. Fine. So what are the advantages of MNC to the host country? First is transfer of technology, obviously capital, increase in the investment level, and thus income and employment in that host country. Income will be increased, employment level will increase, greater availability of goods for the local consumers, and increase in exports and decrease in exports. Right? Now, some other advantage to the home country means us. We will be able to acquire raw material from abroad, technology and management expertise we will be having, export of components and finished goods for assembly and distribution in foreign market, improve income from overseas profit because when we are selling our goods there, then we will be receiving income from. Now, what are the disadvantages of MNC? Disadvantages are like trade restrictions are there to the at the government level because they want to save their domestic market. Limited quantities as one more reason of the protective trade. Effective management of a globally dispersed organization sometimes becomes a challenge because the cultural and the philosophy of different countries are different. Slow down in the growth of employment in the home country because when we take one country sweater in spite of from our country to any other country, then the people that might get job in our country will not be getting that job, and the other people's country will be of the country will be getting the job. Destroy competition and acquires monopoly. Right? These are the disadvantages of monopoly multinational corporation. So here we comprises multinational corporation. If you're having any doubt, you can contact them.